Welcome back, everyone. These two red characters are the characters I'm referring to in order for you to win your own Where is Baby K children's book. But the primary focus of this video is a review of the characters that Baby K and I have learned over the course of the past month. On this yellow paper, I have recorded the words that we have learned, and I'm going to try my best to remember how they are written in Chinese, but I'm using a Sharpie. I am not going to be using a paintbrush, as you have seen in previous videos perhaps, and I really do enjoy writing with a paintbrush. I think it actually makes these characters look more, I don't want to say poetic, but artsy, just beautiful. So, that's how things have been in the past, but I'm using this Sharpie and this construction paper because, well, I want to review several characters, and this is the easiest way to do it. So, all right, enough talking. Let's get started. We are starting with wo, which is the word for I, and the character for I, or me. And this, I believe, is how it is written. It is not accurate. You tell me on a score of 1 to 10, how did I do? And as far as my stroke order, what do you think? Is it a yes? Is it a no? And that's a question really for people who are proficient in Chinese calligraphy. I'm going to be kind of quizzing myself as I go along anyway. Moving on, the character for you. I feel very confident writing the character for you, but on a score of 1 to 10, how do you think I did? My stroke order, was it accurate, yes or no? Character for you is pronounced ni. Moving on to fire. I believe fire is huo. And here we go. This one is an easier one, I think. I think I did well. But how is my stroke order? What do you think? Is it accurate? Yes, no? Moving on to saliva, which is two characters side by side. First character, we have the character for mouth. And then alongside it, we have the character for water. And this character, I'll be honest, I don't feel very confident in it, even after having practiced it several times. It's just, it's like a 7 plus a J plus it kind of looks like a K. It's complicated, but here we have saliva. I do not know what is the pronunciation for that, but tell me, score of 1 to 10, how'd I do? And was my stroke order correct? I think it was, though. Mountain. I like the character for mountain. It's easy. Just 1, 2, 3 strokes. So, stroke order, was it accurate? Score of 1 to 10, how close was my character writing to the actual, legit Chinese character? You let me know. And here we have volcano. Volcano is a fiery mountain. So, I think that one's not too bad. How do you think I did? And if you are practicing alongside me, awesome. I think it's really helpful. I tried to edit this video in such a way so that, even if you didn't get a chance to watch the previous videos, if you are learning Chinese, maybe you can use this as an opportunity to practice yourself and test yourself. I'm literally, that's what I'm doing, testing myself. Now the character for to eat is actually the character for mouth plus 2 fire characters on top of each other. Burning mouth. I just had to check to make sure that the Sharpie wasn't bleeding through the construction paper. All right, moving on to the character for country. I'm starting with the character for country before I identify which country. So here we have, what is the character for country? And now we are going to draw the character for beautiful, because the USA is a beautiful country. According to Chinese, it is the beautiful country. shorter horizontal stroke, longer horizontal stroke, and a medium horizontal stroke. 4 horizontal strokes. I think the character for beautiful, Mei, that's how you say it. I think it's pretty. Mei Guo is the United States of America. Mei Guo. I know this one because I am American, United States American. So how do you think I did on a scale of 1 to 10? And how was my stroke order? Was it accurate? Yes? No? Let's move on to another country. China. China is the center country. Here we have the character for center. The ancient Chinese believed that China was the center of the world, hence the name center country. I think I did all right with this one. Let's practice once more. Center plus country. And how do you think it looks on a scale of 1 to 10? And are those strokes, is the order of those strokes proper? Now, Africa, I'm going to write 2 separate forms, but each character is actually two characters to identify this place, because it's a continent. It's not just a country, it's the continent of Africa. So first we have this character, and I did not make those horizontal lines even. They should be, parallel, or, what is the word? Symmetrical, but my bad. So here we have the first character, which means empty, and the second character, which means continent. All right, so here the character for empty is a bit more symmetrical. It's really, really small. In the future, I'll do a better job of making it so that you can see better, a more close-up view of what I'm writing. But here we have the empty continent, which is Feizhou. Feizhou is Africa in Chinese, but there was a petition I read on change.org to move towards having the Chinese character for Africa changed from the empty continent to the blessed continent, which totally makes sense, The entire world knows that Africa is not an empty continent. It's very obvious that it's a blessed continent. It's just been ravished by all of these other little tiny pathetic countries. Excuse me, let me not get political right now. So, moving on, we also have alongside the character for blessed, the character for continent. And I mentioned this in the previous lesson when I did learn all about these characters for identifying Africa, that when you write the part for continent next to blessed, there are 3 small strokes on the left-hand side that are missing. If anyone can explain why in the comment section, I'm so grateful to read that and learn. I could easily just reach out to some people in China too, but anyways, moving on. Here we have the character for love. I like the character for love, although it is complicated, but love is complicated. Love is just so complicated. Now, this bottom part that I'm seeming to have forgotten actually is friend. So part of the character for love involves friend. And obviously, if you love someone, that person should be your friend. So there you have it. I'm just going to say it. Practice makes perfect. Even me, I'm only about 1 month in with these characters, even having lived abroad, and I lived it. I had the Chinese experience, and still this is such a challenge for me. But a month in, I'm feeling better with writing these characters. But it hurts. It's a challenge. Just keep at it if you really want to be literate. And I have no choice because I need for baby girl. I need for her to definitely learn this language. And perhaps she'll fall in love with some form of what we're doing, even if it's just painting. So, sorry, me talking. I missed to mention that first character is the character for Black, and it's not as pretty as it could be, but my bad. This second character is the character for Is, and finally, Beautiful. We're repeating beautiful because we know the USA to be the beautiful country. So Black is beautiful. There you have it. Black is beautiful. Oh, I forgot to mention, how do you pronounce love? Love is I. I. My tone may not be proper, but it's I. And here we have Black is beautiful. Would that be how someone would actually say it over in China in Mandarin? Like Fei Shi Mei? Probably not. It's a bit, I don't even know. It's just my translation, to be honest. Because I asked the Chinese person before, like, hey, what do these characters mean? And they said, Black is beauty. And I said, oh, well, I mean, Black is beauty. It's kind of like the same concept that I was going for. So, you know, like, does it work? Maybe. Either way, it will be interpreted. Like, people will know what you're kind of hinting towards. Like, Black, the idea of blackness is beauty. Moving on to the character for Hair. So for Hair, we have first this character, which is that of Head, followed by, I'm forgetting. So far, I've literally memorized up to this point these characters. I'm so proud of myself. But Head, and right next to it is the character for Tussle. Head Tussle. That's how you write hair in Chinese. How did I do? On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? And for those who are familiar with stroke order, was my stroke order accurate? Yes or no? And now we are doing the characters for Baby Bao Bao. 我的宝宝好，我的宝宝是非常好. I hope that's all right. I said my baby is good. My baby is so awesome. Oh, and my baby is coming. Here she is. So here we have Bao Bao, and that is Baby. But there is a more endearing term for baby, which is Bao Bei. And I use both Bao Bao and Bao Bei when I'm talking to my sweet baby girl, because I like to throw in Chinese from time to time, even though I'm probably sounding all kinds of crazy. I feel like these characters are not as good as they could be, so I'm getting a little bit reckless at this point, but also my hand is starting to hurt. I'll just be honest. I don't even know how someone could like literally write an essay in straight like Chinese characters. Like if I can get to that point in my life, I will be an accomplished human being. So let's move on to the characters for Let's Go. And I'm having a bit of a moment here, but it's coming back to me. So Let's Go looks like this. The first character is the character for Walk. Walk. And alongside Walk, you have the character for Suggest. Like, I suggest that we walk. And the character for Suggest has two components. The first component is the radical for Mouth. I'm learning about how this actually, operates. So I'm not going to get into too many details there. But overall, tell me, how do you think I did? I think this one looks really, really good. But how was my stroke order? Was it accurate? And finally, money. Once I got to money, that was the point. The one word, the one character that I needed to go back and look at my notes, because I forgot what that one looked like. Bao Bao. See, she knows. So the character for money is definitely complicated. It's a bit more complicated, but practice. Just keep on practicing this one. Oh, bow bow. I mean, not bow bow. That's baby. Just because she's right next to me. Money is qian. Qian. And finally, Chinese. I threw this one in there. I never did a video about learning, how to write Chinese, but it's literally on every cover or, like thumbnail of my videos. So I'm literally going from memory here. I have no idea if that's 100% accurate. So you tell me. Hey, bow bow, boo how. Okay, gotta clean up a little pee-pee. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you pass your test. Stay tuned for more Chinese calligraphy lessons in the future. Ciao, or 再见, or bye-bye. Adios.